Oh, it'll come right. Boom! There it is.
Oh,
There it is. Boom! Boom! There it is.
now we're live. You lied to us. You
Corey
lied.
is so dirty. You folks, y'all don't
I
even know. I
do.
could tell y'all stories.
I do not control the intranets, contrary to
And
popular
if you
belief.
email 995 to gingerrocks@gmail.com, I will totally tell you the
So she,
stories about
so she
how
can buy
dirty
better
Corey
internet.
is.
So she can buy a burger that will help her with the internet.
Hey, you know what? Y'all fuck y'all.
And there it is.
There it is. There it is.
Ginger
Is
is
drunk early in the show, early on in the show, just all off
Yeah.
the rails.
But all on knowledge. It's on knowledge. She's
You know
drunk.
what? I had never had like one of those iced teas until about 2, 3 weeks ago, and then someone made it for me. Did not realize how much alcohol was in one of
How
those.
did you not know how much alcohol was in a Long Island iced tea? You think it was iced tea?
Well, they say that it tastes like iced tea, so I was like, oh, so it can't be that strong, right? No.
There is no iced tea in the Long Island iced
No,
tea.
there's no iced tea. It's like 6 shots and like a splash of soda.
Soda. You putting soda in it? That's wrong.
That's wrong.
See, this one has like gin, and it has
Wrong.
rum, and it has apple pucker, and it has
Okay,
vodka.
that's not a Long Island iced tea. Long Island
Tequila.
iced teas are all brown liquors, honey. It's not supposed to be in vodka. What the hell y'all making over there? No wonder you.
It's
we distilled it in this huge thing.
we might have. It was so good. So
You
good.
squeeze some crack in it, and then
You know, it's that. What is it next week on Moonshiners?
I had
Damn.
I had 2 on Friday and woke up Saturday still drunk. It was bad.
Yeah,
Wow.
you have some other. I don't know what you're drinking. That is not a Long Island iced tea. That is
It
not.
was something that I looked up
Or
on the
some-
internet.
Okay, yeah.
It has white rum and it's
That's some other new kind I don't know about because it was all brown liquors. You're supposed to have like Jack Daniels and some other kind of whiskeys and scotch and
and then all of a sudden you feel it hit you and it like hits you all at once. It's like
it wouldn't hit me all at once. You already know this. You already know this. Wouldn't hit me all at once. I'd just be looking at you like what? It's supposed
Corey
to be
likes to
something.
fight. As y'all see, I get giggly. So
I just want to fight.
Yep. That's probably that's exactly how I imagine you too when you get a
I
little
was
tipsy.
like ABB the
You
other
just
day.
want to fight.
I don't get tipsy. I just want to fight.
I know. I know.
Man, see, ABB, I love that. At least, with those violin games, I have an outlet to take out my anger. It's beautiful. I can shoot someone in the face. I can be like, what now, motherfucker? What? But just this whole, oh, you're a girl. I hear you in chat. I'm going to rape you. Motherfucker, I'm going to kill
See,
you. You are
see, this is how we know she's
dead
drunk.
now,
She is
motherfucker.
going to ramble. Snow, can you please introduce the show before this gets any further out here?
Sure. It is February 11th, 2016. I am Snow White. That there is Corey. She's in charge. We have a drunk Ginger and a Master Blaster up in the house. I thought
A
called you
Blaster
Master. Yeah.
Either way, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, it works.
And we got the boss lady.
Who other? Is there another one in here?
You're the boss lady.
I missed you, and I
You're
love
already
you.
in this now. Oh.
Aww.
I love you.
Oh.
What?
Oh,
Was that at me?
Yes, she said she missed you and
Oh.
she loved you.
Aren't you in like
You really are drunk.
I missed you.
Now wait a minute. Just because she's dark doesn't mean she doesn't legitimately miss you.
Yeah, it does.
The truth comes out. People tell the truth when they drunk.
There were like 2 shows back to back. I did not get to hear Snow, and I was very sad. I liked my Snow.
Oh.
Aww.
It's just not right without my Snow in my week.
See, she didn't say anything nice about me, so I think she actually means that.
I
We
miss
ain't
you
get no
too.
nice. We ain't get no
I
nice.
miss you too, but I need to drag you into SL and get you to build things with me.
And that is why I'm gonna take this iPad that I got you back, Ginger. I'm taking it back to the store tomorrow. No, yeah.
You got me an iPad? Oh my god!
No, because I offer y'all bitches stuff and nobody wants anything, so I just got me some. Love
Yeah.
that. Wow.
Yeah, I may have to talk to you about a phone in a couple of months. Mine is dying in battery. I finally got mine working again, so we don't have to worry about me missing texts anymore. But
You weren't receiving text when it was working.
my phone is like, when did we go to RTX? It was
Like 3 years ago.
3 years ago. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
it was brand new then. It's old now, and
Dude, that's one thing I do not. I didn't skip on my phones. I don't skip on my PC parts. And
see, I don't use my phone as much as I use my computer. I even have like my Google. I have my phone attached to my Google phone on my computer, so if somebody calls me, it comes through my phone. So.
Yeah, that's gonna change. You got to get move around, honey. You got to get move around. That's why I have all this shit so I can move. Okay, I'm done working on Blender. Let me pick it up and take it off, and I'm gonna put it over here. Now I'm gonna go sit at the DMV for 4 hours and make stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What you doing, man? Get the fuck off me.
That's hot. I want to do. I was actually looking at a bamboo tablet for that.
You were looking at what?
A bamboo tablet.
I don't know about bamboo tablets, but this one is badass. You didn't see my mermaid I just posted up?
I did. Well, no, I didn't see the mermaid. No, you don't like mermaids. What the fuck are you doing to make a mermaid?
Because I couldn't do legs, damn it. I couldn't sculpt the legs, so I made a mermaid.
Corey has been body snatched. Oh my god. Corey does not. No, if any of y'all listen to the show, Corey hates
mermaids.
Mermaids. So she made a mermaid. Corey is currently on a spaceship somewhere being probed. That is not our Corey.
Things have to change, man. People, things gotta change sometimes. I made a mermaid, but I made her. She don't have no face. Yeah, she don't have no face.
Yeah,
the fingers and all. I mean, none of that's generated.
I did that. Well, they generate the skeleton, the bones, and then you do the rest.
And that's on the iPad.
That's
yeah,
good.
iPad Pro, be specific, because you cannot do that on a regular iPad.
Okay.
It has to be the Pro version. The rest of y'all will be. Huh?
Since you are the Apple, aficionado, how much do Windows run us geeks? I need to know. Cause I may have to. Cause that's kind of hot.
We will discuss off air because I can't say what I want to say. So we'll put it this way. It's about $800. It's $800.
I guess I should have reworded that. For the average plebe, for the average Joe who walk into the Apple store, how much they're going to run?
About $800.
About $800. That's actually not bad.
That's just for a small 32 gigabyte. No cellular plan. So if you.
Well, as long as I can put that and have it Wi-Fi to my computer so that I can transfer
Yeah.
to someone else.
Yep.
It's funny that we're talking about this because you know who else is a huge Mac user? Do you guys know?
Gabe
Kim
Newell.
Jong-un.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, he's tired. Yeah, I saw there's an article. It was interesting. I found this article on Kotaku about Kim Jong-un, tyrant, psychopath, and Mac user. That's kind of how I feel about all Mac users. Tyrants, psychopaths. Which one?
I'm gonna go over there. I can't say nothing. You know I can't, so that's why you do it. I can't say nothing.
Well, you were saying because you were telling me today, you were like, did you see my new Precious that I got? And you were referring to the new hardware you received, and I had looked earlier at Facebook, and I just saw Apple products, and I flipped through as fast.
Oh, that's when I was showing. I was trying to show size, not how many Apple products. I didn't even realize until somebody was like, "You got issues." I was like, "I didn't buy all those. That's what you have boyfriends for and stuff." But but yeah.
I just scrolled as fast as I could past that picture.
Oh, you gonna have to get over. You have to learn that those two companies actually like each other and they work together. Windows and Apple.
I'm just messing.
They get along very well. Everybody else fights and then they sit up and laugh at y'all. Bitches fighting over which Windows. Because they had
Microsoft.
You're gonna buy it either way. You're gonna buy Office for Windows or you're gonna buy it for Mac. You still gonna buy it.
Right. Well, Microsoft was at the press conference this year.
They're at the press conference every year. That's just the first time they were on stage. They're there every year.
No, I'm saying with Apple.
That's what I just said. They're there every year. This year was the first time they were on stage being part of the presentation, but they're there every year. They're there. Just like they're at Windows stuff. I don't know. Y'all need to get over it. Nobody's fighting except for us. Speaking of fighting.
Oh, did you have anything to drink?
No, I did not. No, I did not have anything. Thank you. I got to talk about some people fighting for new jobs. Game trailers shut down this week.
Oh.
What happened? How many people got fired? Oh, man.
Well, they fired a bunch of people. In 2014, they had already started laying people off after E3 in 2014. Half to 2/3 of the full-time staff were let go, and then they just closed. That's really sad, and
that is horrible because that's a nice, cushy job. Well, I say cushy, it's probably not all that cushy, but it's a nice job.
Well,
I'm sure they have to hump ass. Don't even get me wrong.
Well, I kind of thought they were going to die after we lost the gaming channel because that was where they got their start. When we had G4 TV, Because you remember people well, everybody didn't get G4 TV. For those of you who are like, what the hell was that? Or you're too young to remember.
That
You
was
had an
great.
actual television network once upon a time dedicated just to us, and they had a full hour where all they did was run game trailers. Nobody talking. You just sit down and wait for yours to come on. Oh my God! They tell you the game when it's coming out, and I love that shit. I would just let it run. You turn around and and that's how I got my game.
Have that. I wish I'd had that. That's fucking awesome.
Or either if it was once during the day and then late at night, sometimes you get 3 or 4 hours of game trailers. And some of you are like, that sounds boring, but it's not. If you like watching movie trailers, this is just your games that you're waiting to see what comes out. And it was usually stuff you hadn't seen before. But when we lost G4, we lost a lot of cool stuff.
We lost G4. We lost Mythbusters. There's so many things we lost.
Mythbusters.
I know.
First, they got rid of the second team, which I really love. Jamie and Adam are really cool. I love them. I really do. But they are like water and oil. They don't really mix, and I don't like watching them mix. It always seems like they're fighting for who has the bigger penis. I don't really like that. But,
and that's the thing. It's like, and so like we lost all of this, and there's no reason. Like I called the cable company. I'm like, just give me the basic, like the local channels. I don't really care anymore. Like I was paying so much money, I cut my cable bill in half because I'm not paying for any of those channels anymore. So they got rid of all the stuff I watch. So I don't even watch TV anymore. I'm done with it. Done with TV.
I only got a few shows that I like to watch. Obviously, I love me some. Well, Top Model's gone. That's over.
Yep. No more Miss J. No more.
No. Yeah. Well, I don't. Well, I keep hearing rumors.
Nigel?
Yeah, well, Nigel was gone a long time ago.
Oh, was he? What happened to him?
Yeah, they left like 3 or 4 seasons ago.
Oh,
and he went to go work on another show for a while that was like Project Runway, and then he left there. So I don't know what he's doing, but he was a model before, so he's fine.
I thought he was a photographer.
He's a model, then photographer. So he's either way, he's working somewhere, and he's a good-looking guy. So we're not getting rid of him.
Right.
I lost Gosh, what else did I lose? There's a bunch of stuff that I watched that's just gone. So all I got now is Project Runway and Heroes Reborn and Supernatural and Walking Dead. That's it. If
I go watch Gold Rush.
Channel, I'm good.
I like Gold Rush. You ever seen that? That's good stuff.
Mm-mm.
It's like I like watching people do things with their hands, like really like manual.
Really?
Like really? I know, right? No, but I mean like really like manual tasks, right? Like stuff that I don't do because I work in the software industry. I don't get to do hands-on stuff but like they're fixing like machines and like running these big huge like earth movers and stuff, and just like watching people do like really cool work that I don't get to do. That's kind of I don't know. I'm a people watcher, and that show just
honestly, you probably would like steampunk, and I thought Ginger was gonna like steampunk, but she wouldn't watch it.
I haven't watched it.
Is it a reality show though?
You know what? Now that you mentioned
it,
I'm out of Netflix stuff because when you mentioned it, I was busy with like Shield and the other sci-fi one that's out on the Sci-Fi Channel now, The Expanse. So I'm gonna have to go back and actually watch that on an alternate website.
You don't have to watch it on an alternate website. They actually have it on I can't remember the name of the network. So it's free. It is actually free for you to watch. You don't have to watch it alternately.
All right.
Illegally.
Give me the link. I will watch that because I'm done with The Expanse and I'm done with.
I was thinking, man, she is gonna love this because it's showing how they do all this steampunk stuff.
But I was busy with all. You know how it is. Once you start a show, you need to like finish it. Otherwise, it's just.
Yep.
I love to binge.
I binge
have
Netflixing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, now that I'm done with the others, like right back to back, there was like the 100, and then there was The Expanse, and then there was Shield, like all back to back for me. So now that I'm free, I can watch that. So I'll have to. What channel is that on?
I do not remember. It's some one of those little new off-brand channels, is what I call them.
I have cable, so I have no idea what shop.
It's a weird. Oh, that's what I was going to tell you. Okay, so this is the only thing I can give Xfinity credit for is that they realize that times are changing and they are trying to adapt. Mm-hmm. So in going through, Teenagers and I were going through looking at whatever else was there on demand, and we located a whole section that is YouTube, that is Vimeo, that is, shows like Epic Rap Battles, which we love. I don't know if y'all ever watch Epic Rap Battles. I love I love that series
I've
on
never
YouTube.
seen that.
So, oh, you gotta watch it. It's like Genghis Khan versus Shakespeare type of stuff, and then they have a rap battle. I love it.
Oh, is it
Uh,
really? Is it like
yeah,
claymation or is it animation?
no, it's people. They dress up and then
Oh,
they.
they dress up. Oh, that's funny.
I
That's
think
funny.
it's hilarious. One of the lesser intelligent things that I like, but I love it. But it's a whole section, so they have adapted a little bit, and it does stream straight from the internet. I was kind of impressed when we found it. We sat and watched a whole bunch of shows, some stuff that she watched because she's a YouTube generation. So she's like, "Oh, I know that show, blah blah blah." And I'm like, "What the fuck is this we're watching? What are they doing? Are they eating paste? Really? This is what you watch?" And so
See,
good on you, Comcast, for that. But I can watch it on.
and I have to bring that up because you've mentioned it a couple of times, keeping tabs on what your kids are watching. You say, you didn't know who was watching that. Is there a way for you to, now that you've got this new fancy iPad and whatnot, are there any new settings for the, parent settings, whatnot?
Yeah, it's called Touch My iPad and I Will Fuck You Up, Teenatrix. And that's how that goes. No, I didn't say it to her in those exact words, but yeah, she got a iPad mini because the iPad that she had was really horribly cracked. At first it was like, okay, it's cracked and it's okay, but it was actually glass that had popped out where if she ran her finger the wrong way, she was going to get cut. So she got a little one that fits in her purse, and she was looking at mine. She's going, "Can I touch it sometime?" No, that's not gonna happen.
I was thinking, Mother, are you buying her purses that have like the extra little slot for the pads and whatnot that have the protective covering?
No, she has a purse that somebody brought her from England that she has refused to part ways with since she's had it, and and everybody that sees it always thinks it's cute. The purse is cute, but it's gonna die eventually. It's a good purse. It's lasted for years, but.
Because I ended up buying the, I think it's like the bag of holding, and it's from Think Geek. It's huge. I didn't realize how big it was.
Are they still around?
Yeah, they're not going anywhere.
Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
I bought it, but it was actually bought for me for a Christmas gift. This thing is huge. It has a spot inside of it specifically for tablets, and it has a protective coating on each side of it.
Here's the downfall to getting Teenatrix something like that is every kid in her school is a geek.
Mm-hmm.
So they're always trying to out-geek each other. None of them have the same things, but some of them, they're 12 to 14-year-olds. They're also thieves. Kids at that age are thieves. They steal shit.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
So we have to be real careful. I had to write her name on her Minecraft backpack in big, huge letters so that if anybody stole it, visibly we would see that it is her backpack because they were like, "Oh, that's cool. Where'd you get that?"
It's a backpack of holding, huh? Is that what you got?
No, she got a purse of bag of holding.
There is an actual backpack of holding.
There is. Yeah, I'm looking at it. That's cool.
It comes with, like I said, this is a specialty spot, and I didn't think it would be anything totally different. But actually, when I got it, the spot is harder, and it has like a thicker material to protect the tablets and whatnot. I really, really love that. That's awesome, because I can put my tablet in there and not worry about it getting broken or scratched. I mean, because my other purse had nothing like that, so it was mixed in there with I'm a girl, so it's mixed in there with my tampons, and my makeup, and my hairbrushes, and my
Blaster just wins.
Yeah.
Well, I bought a cover for my iPad. My iPad has a cover that I was bitching when I saw it on the website because it looks like it's plastic. I was bitching that it was $33, okay? But I says I have to get a cover after my debacle with the phone. I cannot chance it. And got it home and opened it up. Did you see me going, "Oh my God, okay, now I see why it's $33. It's actually leather and suede on the inside. It's
beautiful.
Yeah, and it's a smart cover and it's very fixed. So today it got tested because I have my big purses and I had a bunch of shit in there. It's fine. Didn't even do anything to it. It was great.
That's awesome.
She's good. She's good. Okay, I gotta talk about this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right.
Quickly.
Do it.
Okay. So y'all know how I'm always griping about the ESA and how they don't do anything? Apparently, I'm not the only one that's noticed that they're not doing much lately. Super Data CEO Joost van Dullen, you know what? Whatever, dude. Smith.
That guy. That guy.
I like that you picked that up from me.
Yes. They were apparently the ESA said something to a market and research firm called NPD. And I think he's the head of it, and he fired back saying, "You all need to adapt or die. ESA. Because
Oh.
you are becoming irrelevant. This is a quote from the article at
Die.
at Games Industry. He says y'all are becoming irrelevant. The industry is changing, and you guys are doing nothing. And I said the same thing.
Yep.
And,
I
and I love
remember we
part of the
talked. I
article
remember I said that too. I talked about this too. Like I was
that
like, what have they been doing lately?
nothing.
Nothing.
And I like there's a part in the article that says, "You can't sit with us." Those of you who've seen Mean Girls know what that means. You can't sit with us.
Oh, is that
You
what it
can't sit
says?
with us.
Oh, that's
Yeah, you
hilarious.
can't sit with us.
Sit with us, bitches.
You don't have on your pink today.
You might
Uh,
pull it off.
they are not doing anything at all. They're not doing enough to find market transparency. They're not helping us, which is what they were created for. You were supposed to not just create a rating system, but go in and start having these businesses be held accountable, and they just aren't. We gripe about this all the time on the show. I get tired of going in the store and seeing 3-year-olds with a controller in their hand playing Grand Theft Auto in the Walmart, and they're not held accountable for that.
Yep.
And I know the parent is partially responsible, but you should also be stepping in to help educate the parents, because what they're going to do, they're going to sue Walmart and they're going to sue the game developer because my kid decided that he thinks he can also break a window in the car and he broke his hand, or he broke the window and cut.
Fuck no, my kid would have his ass whooped all over the place.
But you get what I'm saying. It
Yeah,
doesn't.
well, they jumped. They jumped when they were afraid, and
Yeah.
they're like, "Oh, we got this, we got this," and then now they're not afraid anymore,
You ain't got
and
shit.
they're gone. They're just gone. They disappeared.
Let's have a website, and that's it.
I'm glad somebody else has recognized that.
I'm glad somebody else has recognized it. So I don't know what's going on at the end. And I mean, when I say they've done nothing, let me look at the website again. I don't think they've even changed the website since 2000.
Really?
Oh no, it's changed a little bit. I lie. Let me show you all the website.
They got
It's
caught.
changed because
They got caught.
they got caught with their pants down.
What were they doing?
Your pants is down.
Were they in bathroom stalls, bumping boots together? I need to know. Things are
But this is them now. But
Wait, what's it? Wait. Now, wait, hold on a second. Scroll up. Wait, scroll up. What's it? ESA Foundation Spotlight, National Museum of the American Indian.
for what?
Yeah, yeah. That's great and all, and that we there was some bad stuff happened to American Indians, but
there was some horrible shit that happened to
but
American
what does that got to do with games?
Gaming. Nothing.
What is that even
in
doing
some-
there?
Well, what I'm going to point out is that in some games, Indians are still portrayed as ignorant and as backwater and as ruthless,
I don't know.
or
I mean,
as savages.
Well-
they're the people that you kill. They're vermin.
I didn't play Red Dead Redemption. I don't know if that's how they were
I
portrayed.
did, and I didn't see any. I didn't see. Well, I'm still at the beginning parts of Red Dead Redemption, but I didn't run across anybody that was portrayed
One of the
badly.
games I played the other day, and they were actually talking about, Redskin, and I was like, what?
How old was this game?
It was some just random game I came across.
Are you sure that wasn't just like? Are you sure it wasn't just commentary like for the characters in that era or something like? Because that would be something that they would say.
It was some Western game things that I came across.
Well, yeah, then that's going to be authentic. But this right here from the title doesn't look like it has anything to do with gaming or Indians in game or anything of that. It's just stupid stuff. I don't know what's going on with y'all, ESA.
I mean, if that were like some sort of virtual tour that you could use, because I don't know if y'all seen recently, but NASA's been putting out these cool fucking 360-degree photos, more or less, or videos that you can pull up on your phone, and you use them like an Oculus. You move them around your phone, and it moves around in the picture. It's very fucking.
What are you talking about? They should have this? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I mean, if this game that they're talking about is like that, the museum.
Well, no, it's not.
for
It doesn't look like a
Indians.
game. It doesn't look like it's a game.
Yeah, I don't know what
Is
to say.
the problem?
Well, still, if it were like what I'm talking about,
Yeah, it's not a game.
NASA's put out recently, where you are going through and you get to go see like the different Indian camps and like the canyons where they.
But here's the thing, Ginger. That has nothing to do with video games, and that's what the ESA was created for. This is something else entirely. I don't care what they create about this museum. I appreciate it, thank you. But it has. To do with video.
I am. See, I'm so sorry. I'm not sorry, but
Okay, so some of this isn't. So I mean, I'm looking at this. Some of this is good stuff, but I guess my big thing and my big question is, I believe the number one thing that we all kind of see as a big issue, and they got to be aware of this at this point, is what you just raised earlier. Is you got these kids coming in and playing games they're not supposed to be playing, and you know it's going to take one politician in an election cycle season to go out there and to identify that as a problem and say, the ESA isn't doing their job. Like, I don't understand, like, I would like to see on here what they're doing about that. I would like to see, instead of this, there's just news articles that looks like they've got around the industry. It looks like they're just pulling various news articles.
Look at how small this is. Parent resources. See how small that is, the top.
All right, hold on a second. Yeah, oh my God. Is that, I'm looking at the website. I didn't even see that until you pointed it out.
Look, and then finally, this is there. And this used to be very prominent, and it should remain prominent. Here's our rating system. And I would like to see them actually, get people together, go in the store, get the developers behind them as well, and say, if you're not going to put up a rating system, then we're not going to give you games to sell. That will hit Walmart where they live. That's a lot of their business.
I love this. The Federal Trade Commission's latest undercover shopper survey revealed that retailers are the strictest and most effective in enforcing age-related policies for video games. Now, I clicked on the link. It's from 2013. That was 3 years ago that there was a survey done. Why has there not been another survey since then? Why haven't
they do have secret shoppers that they sent out, and as a secret shopper, I have been offered those. Unfortunately, Teenatrix is not old enough to do them because they want them to be, if you send a kid in, to be a certain age. But they are not looking for ratings. I can tell you that they're not looking to see if there's ratings posted. They're just trying to see if they can buy a game.
Yeah, where's the latest? Like, I like to see, like, oh, hey, ESA visited this GameStop and such, and they had the ratings posted, and we did a secret shopper, and they were, and none of the underage kids got a hold of games. Great job, you guys did a fantastic job.
Parents safe to shop here.
Parents, you should definitely come to the store. It's a great store to take your kids to. They're going to take, to make sure the kids can't get anything they're not supposed to. And of course, always be involved in your kids' lives. Don't just let the stores, do it for you. You got to be there too. But doing that kind of stuff, like, I mean, they're okay. Looking at their website, giving them credit, they're doing. It looks like their stuff's happening and things are updated on the site. But I mean, for us to complain about it and not to know what's going on with the ESA, and for other people to start noticing it besides just us, because I could be very critical. I get that, right? But other people are noticing it too. Something's wrong. Something's going on. You guys need to address that, because again, as a gamer, I don't want a politician who doesn't play a game, doesn't even understand what that's about, to come in here and try to set all these policies and stuff
This is the other thing that he's talking about, there being irrelevant. I didn't even know they had a Facebook page.
Really?
Why are you? Yeah, this is the first time I am ever seeing their Facebook page. Why are you guys not pushing this out? As hard as they were at the beginning, letting people know we have a Facebook page. We are trying to get people involved. Can you got gamers help us? Hello, get your community behind you.
Yes.
Right.
I want you to pay attention to something. Look at this.
Always want the person behind you.
I think the ESA could be even more relevant. I don't know what they do to help game companies. What do they do to help game companies?
Nothing. But I'm going to point out to you, this is 7 hours ago, and we have how many likes on this? How many people have shared or even know that? Nobody knows this exists. They've only got 5,000 people.
I will like it, and I will send it out as well.
This is ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
I'm doing it all on air. Y'all see what I'm doing? Y'all see what I'm doing there?
Yes. Please, yeah. Send it to Ginger Classic, because I'm really pick Ginger Rocks anymore. I'm horrible.
That's so. I'm just, but like I said, I'm glad. Just to wrap it up, I'm glad that other people are starting to recognize it. I hope the ESA starts to get at least better at communicating what's going on, and maybe perhaps getting more involved with the ratings. Like I said, again, we're coming up in an election cycle this year.
Well, we had Hillary try the last time she was up trying to against Obama, but she was not well versed. As soon as somebody said, "Hey, that guy that's giving you information, yeah, he's crazy," and she dropped it.
Right.
That, and of course we were like, "We're gonna come after you. You do not want to mess with gamers." She did not realize the power that we wield.
Yeah, remember that, guys. Remember. You got. And that's the thing too. Like us gamers, I think we need to be more informed with politics in general. Like we tend to. I mean, the reverse is true, right? Like we need to start paying more attention because those people listening to the show, I mean, a lot of gamers I think are at least in their 20s or 30s. We might have some younger people listening, or even younger gamers who are just now going to be starting to vote this year. It's important to understand, okay, who are these people that actually get games and understand that games aren't the enemy, and it's not the medium that's the problem, right? It's people, and there's other laws and things that need to be looked at, more practical things that can be done to stop violence and things like that. And just we need to be more informed. Like I'd tell you right now, I'm not as very well informed this year. I could tell you about the major candidates running for president, but I have no idea about any of my county people, any of the judges. I don't know anything about that. And that's on me.
We may not. Listen, so we need to know about the candidates that have.
Right
We at least need to know about the candidates that are going to be helpful to our causes, because we did have a law passed where no taxation for our internet. Thank you, Obama and Congress. They agreed on something. No extra taxes for internet. Yay!
Yay.
I don't know whose fucking ignorant ass idea that was. You back ass water. Old
It's worse when she's in drinking.
She's so angry.
It's worse. It's worse when she's drinking. It's worse. It's worse.
She's bringing the fire.
It's all right.
I knew today, but I really did not realize.
Right. Did you guys hear about the Amazon releasing its own game engine?
No, it is.
No, I did not.
Okay, you go.
What?
And it's my turn.
What? Tell me. What happened? What happened?
Is it my turn?
Hey, jump in.
So
Okay.
you go, and I will go.
Okay, I'm gonna share. So Amazon has released its own game engine for free.
Really?
For free.
Really?
And it's based on CryEngine.
Yeah, look at that photo.
Yeah, check this
that
out.
looks like itself.
Well, it's based on CryEngine.
Why did they pick CryEngine? Why did they do that?
I know, but so that's I agree with you 100%, because CryEngine itself, base CryEngine, is very, very, very unoptimized. It is not a really well optimized game.
Buggy and crashalicious.
Right. I mean, but now I have to say this though: it's very widely used, and the source code is being updated a lot. Now, Amazon said they're starting with this CryEngine that they have, and but they said in the article that it's going to go its own direction in the future, and already it has features that are not in base CryEngine, such as integration with AWS, which is Amazon's web services, which is VMs and things like that. It also has enhanced and actually better net code. They're trying so there's a lot less latency in their stuff.
Lag for you folk that don't know what
lag for you folk. Yep. And it says entirely new asset pipeline and processor. So they're starting to. It starts with CryEngine, but it's moving away from that, and it's moving towards being its own thing. It's called Lumberyard, and you can actually download it for free. It's in beta right now, and you can download it and check it out.
I don't know. Engines are different than doing games in beta. Yeah, they kind of hurt.
Yeah, but I think it's pretty cool. It's a nice little video here. I'm going to play just a little bit. I mean, it looks beautiful. I mean, look at this. Here, let's go ahead and come back a little bit here. I mean, it's based on CryEngine, so we'll go full screen here for a second. I mean, so you'll be able to see it here in a second. It looks really good. I'm impressed.
Well, they all look good. How does it run is going to be the question.
Right. Well, I mean, again, since it's based on CryEngine, it's going to be unoptimized, or it's going to require. So hopefully they'll do
a video card from the future and.
Right. Well, hopefully they'll do a. Hopefully they'll work on the optimization. Hopefully Lumberyard will become a better product.
I like how they show the menus all up close, like you're like, yeah.
Right.
Not everybody knows what that is.
Right. Looks really cool though. I'm interested. As a person who likes to, I've been dabbling with Unreal since it went also free. Not really free, but it went.
Thanks, by the way, Blaster. I've been looking for that girl. We were going to feature her on one of our Tuesday shows.
Really?
Yeah, because that article that you put up is a real thing. It's an article, angry. Anyway,
all right.
We'll talk about that later. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know. I will see.
Okay.
I will see. With CryEngine, what was made with CryEngine? What was the game?
Crisis.
Not just Crisis. There was another one before. Halo was the big thing. This one was the one everybody loved to death. They're always waiting for a new one. I can't remember the name of the game right now. Somebody's gonna tell me eventually.
Sorry.
It's a first-person shooter, and it's in a ship. Look, it's in a ship. Anybody know? Anybody out there know?
Oh, Mass Effect?
Not
No.
Mass Effect. I said right before Halo. Right before
Barbara?
Halo took over. I can't remember.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. I
Um,
see it. And you're throwing each other from platform to platform as you shoot, and you're jumping back and forth.
You know what I'm talking about? Yes.
I do.
I don't know. The
Counter
ship.
Strike. Counter Strike.
Oh,
Oh,
Counter-
they Counter Strike.
No, Counter-Strike. No, Counter-Strike
It
was
comes in Counter Strike.
Counter-Strike was Source. That was Source.
It wasn't it wasn't. No, but it wasn't Counter Strike. But what you're talking about, same game mechanics. They all have the same game mechanics. But
Yeah, pretty much.
I wish I could remember the name right now because I hated that game.
Okay.
But we'll see.
Well,
We'll see what
good
they
to
do.
know.
But they're up
Talking about
against.
Doom?
No.
No.
Well, Doom was the first person. No, actually wasn't it?
First big one, first widely
Yeah,
loved.
first big one because the one before that was the Nazi killing one.
It is something with an F, and I wish I could remember the name.
Fallout?
Far Cry?
Not for no.
Far Cry.
No, it's not Far Cry. It's
Well,
a first-person shooter like Halo. Far Cry is not like Halo. It's like Halo. It looks like Halo. In fact, I was like, why did they remake this game and call it Halo? Is how much it.
Really?
Like
I don't know.
If I said the name, you'd be like, oh yeah, because everybody was complaining about how crashy it was, and it's a Cry engine, and
Okay.
I can't remember.
I believe you. I just don't remember it.
See why you don't remember it? Because it was horrible. It was not a great game built on Cry engine. I don't know. They may come out. I may get it and be like, oh, I love it, because I have to go test it out first. But I'm kind of leery to try it. Game engines, when they crash, is not like when your blender crash. The game engine take your whole computer down, and then your ship might not start back up. And yeah, fuck you, Unreal Engine 4.
All right, great redheaded one. You're up.
Did she pass out?
No, I'm still here. All right, so we need to talk because Corey and I create things inside Second Life. We sell them. It is our art. We make it from literally nothing. I mean, we may look at a photo and we may take inspiration, but it's ours. So we need to talk about this. So there is a tattoo artist that is now suing 2K Games. I need to slow this down because I'm drunk. I'm sorry. 2K Games over NBA 2K16. So this tattoo studio artist, is suing because his art has been included inside NBA 2K16.
Didn't we talk about this, or am I having deja vu?
We did.
All right, never mind. I missed that shit.
Poor
All
baby.
so- I know, right?
But while you're talking about it, what was your view on it? Because they all know ours.
Mine is that it is our work, and they should have contacted us. I mean, because we do have a copyright on it. I mean, even if any digital artwork that you make has pretty much an unwritten copyright on it. You should have contacted the artist and said, hey, even though this person has this tattooed on their body, we understand that you still own the work. So do you mind if we use it inside our platform?
No.
No, you don't think so?
It's not. I don't think so. Legally, you don't have a claim. You have to. Me and you go back and forth about this because it is. When I tell you about what's legal, I want you to put yourself in a courtroom, and then when you're standing in front of the judge, prove that they saw your tattoo and that's how they got the artwork. You have to be able to prove that.
Well, they have to because they saw it on the guy.
Doesn't mean they saw it on him. They could have. Somebody else could have drawn the same thing on a piece of paper.
No, Corey. If they see Shaq, all right. So we're gonna go with Shaq. I don't know if Shaq has any sort of tattoos.
Uh-huh.
But if he has a tattoo, it's known that he has this tattoo. So it's probably going to be known who the tattoo artist was who did this tattoo.
You're
probably contact the guy and say, hey.
No, you are looking at it from a standpoint of they had to have seen the tattoo. Let me throw a monkey wrench in it because this is what a lawyer would tell you.
Photo. Otherwise, Besides
No,
him being
no,
a stick
wait.
figure.
No. Let me point out to you. Okay, let's say yes, it's Shaq. He's got a tattoo. There is a 18-year-old who doesn't know who the fuck Shaq is. His
Uh-huh.
dad has a drawing. Maybe he's the one that did Shaq's tattoo. He just has a drawing of it in a drawer. The kid's like, "This is cool. I'm gonna take this and put it in my game." How does he know who it came from? He doesn't. And you have to be able to prove that this kid actually knows that this was Shaq's thing, and you
Your
can't prove that.
negligence is not my responsibility.
Oh my god.
No, no, it's not.
Hey, order my court.
But,
Order my
but even
court.
even it's not a negligence if you don't know. You still have to prove it.
No, I'm sorry. Ignorance is still a negligence.
It's no, and in this case, it wouldn't. Basically, the judge would be like, a case is thrown out. You can't prove that this kid actually maliciously went purposely and found this and did this, and that's what you have to go in the court.
Maliciously, but that still doesn't mean
No,
that the
it ain't what you know.
actual
It ain't what you know. It ain't what you know, Ginger. Remember this phrase. It ain't what you know. It's what you can prove. If you cannot prove it in court, they can't sue. It's that simple.
Oh, dude, if I can prove that I have a receipt that Shaq O'Neal paid for so-and-so tattoo...
It don't matter what you. I'm gonna say again. It don't matter what you know. Or you could produce a receipt all day. You still got to prove that that kid was there when you all did this exchange.
Again, his
have to prove
negligence is not my responsibility.
And that's exactly what the judge is gonna tell you. So
You
tell
all
you your
in contempt.
negligence.
You are in contempt.
negligence.
Every single one of you in
Let's
contempt.
put this in other terms. If a guy comes and hits you with his car, he doesn't have insurance. That's his negligence. Just because he has insurance doesn't mean you're fucked. It means you can still sue.
No, you can't. No, you can't.
Get Jack out of it. Yeah, you can sue.
You cannot sue if he hits your car and he don't have insurance. And that's exactly, as you said, you might not get Jack out of it. That's the same thing that's here. You just proved my argument. You can go all day and say, I own this.
I don't care if I would get nothing out
I own
of
this.
it.
That's a waste of time and resource. Where are you gonna sue somebody you don't get anything from? What you can do is say from here.
Look, that's my tattoo.
Then you know what the old boy should have done? Hey, I got this copyrighted. You may not have known, because that's what's gonna happen in court. You're arguing a point of how it's supposed to be. I'm not telling you that you're wrong. What I'm telling you is when you go to court, the judge don't give a fuck about who right or wrong. Do you have your copyright in place? Yes. Okay. Did you know there was a copyright? No, I didn't. Okay. Well, from here on out, you're gonna pay him some back. You may pay him some back damages. But we won't go so hard on you because you didn't know. But anybody else after that, after he's made it known, I've copyrighted this and they use it, and he tells them you need to take it out and they don't, then you can sue. I've notified you, take it out. We've actually done that with our name on this show, believe it or not. There was another girl group starting up calling themselves Gamer Girls Radio, and I contacted them and said, look, I'm being nice. Don't use that name. I'm being nice, and I don't have to be. I've already told you. If they had continued, yes, then we're going to sue their asses. That's all that's the only way you get to sue. You don't sue because it's mine and you didn't know, but you're going to pay me. No, you have to at least give them notification.
Okay.
That's how it goes legally. Not I'm going to jump on you because you did it. They don't know. They just, sometimes people don't know.
Yeah.
And on the other hand, the other side of that is you have this other guy with like the what is it, the AIDS drug, where he knew what he was doing. He knows he's charging $500 for a pill. Yeah, that's why he's in jail. That's the difference. He knows what he's doing.
He enjoys like the darkest, deepest, worst circle of hell. I mean, I'm not even into gods in hell, but if there is, that guy is going to it.
Yes, he's going. He knows exactly what he's doing. There is no doubt. He's in court smirking.
Zachary, and then there's this guy. This guy is like, he's a fucking snake, and he does not deserve to breathe the same air that I'm breathing.
There's a level of hell where you have this itch, and no matter how you try to scratch it, you get zero relief.
Yes.
So for him, it's going to be a medication that he can never pick up.
Yeah.
I hope so. I hope his brain just completely rots off. I mean, just by like centimeter by centimeter. I don't want it to happen quickly.
Oh, wow.
I think he's mentally ill, honestly. I think he needs some help.
He was in court and he was sitting there laughing.
Yeah, that's why I think he's mentally disturbed.
You are fucking with people's lives. I don't care how much money you have. You are a dickwad and you do not deserve to live.
I think he's a little bit of a psychopath.
Because I tend to like to think of myself as pretty blue and pretty liberal, but you do not deserve to live.
I think he needs some mental help. I think they need to go ahead and check his blood levels. I think he has medication he needs to be taken, because nobody, even if he was that heartless, he's not that dumb to pretend to be heartless. Somebody's going to at least say, okay, well, when the camera's on, I'm going to pretend like I'm nice. He's not for trying to pretend. I don't think he has all his mental faculties. Why are you? Oh, I'm confused. I'm looking. I got Twitter side by side your picture. I was like, why is Jared Padalecki there with that guy in court? Oh, wait a minute. There's two different images on two. Yeah, I'm
So
not even
I just
thinking.
I had to post it.
All right. Well, since that story was already talked about, can I do another one?
No. Yes, you can.
Oh.
Okay. So there is a Chinese hacker group has decided that, you know what, we've been badasses for a year. We're not going to be badasses for a year from now. So this Chinese hacking group has decided they're called 3DM. They're not going to crack not even so much as a single player game for at least air quotes on either side, motherfuckers, for a year. So it can assess whether or not its activities actually affect game sales, which is not bad, because if you want to know whether or not your hacking is going to have any sort of effect, that's probably good. Find out for a year. So anyways, this follow, the group says that last month that it might be impossible to crack games within a few years, that it's technology like Denuvo's that has technology like Denuvo's anti-piracy system. People, don't drink Long Island's iced tea. Anyways, the group ran into trouble when Just Cause 3
Or
was
things that you think are Long Island iced teas, but aren't
Don't
actually.
drink anything that has alcohol and is anywhere near called iced tea. Don't do it. Yeah.
Drinking is bad.
No, drinking is good. Anyways, the group ran into trouble and it tried to hack Just Cause 3. They were not able to do it. No matter how hard they tried, they were not able to do it. The game, which was published by actually Square Enix and Eidos, was protected by Denuvo Software Solutions. Way to go, badasses, by the way. Their anti-tamper technology, which is a layer of software protection that is independent of the DRM protecting the game. So it had like 2 condoms on, folks, not just one.
No, ma'am.
Had an internal meeting starting at the Chinese New Year, because fuck the regular New Year. 3DM will not crack any single-player games. This is coming from Bird Sister, which is the leader of the group. Cracks by overseas whereas groups will still be posted to the 3DM forum and will actively deal with these hacks. That's coming from the group leader. She also says, I don't know if you have a penis or not, says, we'll take a look at the situation in a year's time to see if genuine sales have grown. I think that's kind of neat. Mm-hmm. I mean, for folks that are hackers and they've been trying to make a difference, this is a good way of knowing whether or not you're actually making a dent in anything. I mean, if sales go up, then it means you're probably having a dent. If sales don't change, then you're having no effect. So move on to something else, like cracking child porn rings.
That's what I would like to see. That's what I would like to see people who are into hacking do something that, you know, our government and police system, they're like leaps and bounds behind technology. I'd like to see you do something with your skills. Go in. I know it's illegal, but I'm pretty sure they would much rather you be helping them than, you know, shutting down PlayStation 4 for the day, you know, or shutting off stoplights just to see what happens. So find something good to do with your abilities. That's what I'd be doing if I was able to hack like that. I'm taking money from Donald Trump and making it spit out just from his account into the middle of the streets of New York.
Donald Trump. I don't know what redneck, ignorant ass motherfuckers are going to vote for that asshole. But if you do, you have an IQ of below 100.
All I know is I'm going to become a Canadian citizen if he becomes president, and that is no joke. I'm moving to Canada. I'm not even playing.
I'm already looking at that because fuck you motherfuckers.
I cannot stay here. And I don't ever say that. I'm like, whoever's president, they win. Oh, well, rock with it. I can't stay here with him.
With people who said that, you know, that's the weak move. That is such a weak-ass move to move out of country when you don't get your way. But Donald Trump is an asshole.
This is not my way. Not just that he's an asshole, but
motherfucker.
That's exactly the point I'm making. If you are angry with Mexican people, it's only my people are on the list next. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go.
You know that motherfucker has a cunt hidden underneath those pants.
Will you stop? That girl is not in control today.
Nobody give her any alcohol for the show anymore. Jeez, who was?
No.
I'm sorry, that guy pisses me off so bad.
Did you want to talk about that story I linked earlier that you said you wanted to talk about?
I have one.
Oh,
what's up?
Go ahead.
Okay. There's a lady by the name of Zoe Quinn who is an indie game developer, author, and founder of anti-harassment resource Crash Override Network. She has a blog going on, and apparently her ex put up a lengthy blog post where he alleged that she had multiple infidelities, which led to her being harassed by numerous people, just saying the worst shit, like, people usually do online. She had a restraining order out on him, and apparently that just made it worse for her. So she said that things just got really, really worse, and even with the cops, it got worse. And she has some quotes I'll read for you. She says, ironically, getting a restraining order against my ex was the least effective thing I could do in terms of getting him out of my life for good and for protecting myself. She said, when you seek charges, you're on trial as much as the other person, if not more. She says she describes the near impossibility of currently making a case for online harassment when everyone from the police to the courtroom judges are so unfamiliar with how the internet works. We've talked about that a lot.
So
Ginger. Thank you.
Yes, Miss Snow.
Thank you. She also said, talking about one of the judges, actually told her to simply give up her career and stop going online if she didn't like the abuse. Yeah. Hang on. There's a little bit more. I'll give you one more quote, and then you can go on.
Hold her down. Hold her down.
She said that she had hoped that her case would set up a legal precedent, but it's sad that she had to make this next quote. She says, in my opinion, it's not time yet. I'm not the right person to win this fight or set this precedent.
Honey Bunch, you
Ginger. She said, it's too early, and I'm a messy, complicated artist who has a hard time keeping her mouth shut while she watches other people hurt. I'm not the platonic ideal of a good victim because I've had a long past. I don't even have any faith in the system to not totally fuck it up every step of the way, even when it's working as intended. The simple fact of the matter is that I'm less useful to the world as someone who fought this case win or lose than someone who can throw all hope of winning away, to be honest with you, to educate you, to try and call for reform so I can set the next girl up for a spike instead of falling on my face. Now, before you go off, Ginger, let me say this and I'll let you go. To me, this reminds me of like when sex workers or when women who may dress a little, quote, slutty get raped, and all the lawyers and the prosecutors and judges are always like, well, you asked for it because you dress like that. If you didn't want to be harassed by men, you shouldn't dress like that. And it doesn't matter. It's just like in this case. It doesn't matter what someone's past is. It doesn't matter what they've done. They do not deserve to be raped, be harassed, be whatever. It doesn't matter what they've done. That should not make any bearing on their case whatsoever. All you need is the facts of the case. And the fact was that her ex posted a blog talking about multiple infidelities that he had no proof of, which caused her to be harassed, and she tried to put a stop to it by putting a restraining order against him. Instead of resorting to his level, she tried to go the legal way, and now she's getting more harassment because of it. And not only by people on the internet, but by judges and prosecutors and lawyers. And I'm done.
First is very hot when you're bossy.
Thank you.
Sorry. Second, no, I mean, I've got a stalker, and I've talked about this before. I've got a stalker. She stalks everything. I can't even post anything to my personal Facebook. Anything, because she stalks my friends, my family, any groups that I join. And I know you're listening right now. Please die. But, no, I'm so serious. I mean, I've got a stalker, and it's ridiculous. I'm not even joking. It's frustrating, and it's heartbreaking. I mean, everybody else gets to share their triumphs, their day-to-day activities, where they've been, what they've seen. I can't share anything because this bitch will not get up off my nuts for anything. And, I mean, I can imagine that this chick, she has so many stalkers. She's much popular than I. And it's hard because you want to be like everybody else who can share, you know, oh, I just had this meal, or I just did this workout, or oh my God, look at this cute thing. You want to share that, and Facebook has brought that to us. We've been able to share everything immediately with our friends, with our family, with our close ones. And if you have a stalker, if you have someone who's being vicious and horrible, and I went to the cops. I went to a lawyer. And all they could tell me was, well, just block her, or, oh, just ignore her. I'm sorry, motherfuckers. You have a stalker. You ignore the horrible, vile Instagram, anybody in Facebook, you don't make it easy. You're like, oh, I have privacy settings, but you change them like every 30 days. And then you start sharing shit again. And then anything that I've had locked down is now out there to the public. It hurts. It's hard getting emails from this bitch, getting snail mail from this bitch, because even the postal system hasn't caught up with today's technology.
That's
you
true.
guys need to catch up with today's technology, because it is
Here and
changing so quickly.
here's the thing. Technology caught up or not,
Mm-hmm.
and actually when we I got a lot to say in this vein that you're talking about, and this has to do with my perspective on things and the way that I was raised. And a lot of people out there may identify with this is, if you're not hitting me, if you're not putting hands on me, I could give a fuck about what you got to say. And that's what has to
Yeah,
happen with
that was my
it.
motto for the longest time. And as
Yeah,
long as
but
she's
it
saying shit about me, I
but
don't care. And I
but
don't
it but it
care.
has
But
it
she's
has to
saying
be
shit to my family and
it
to
it
my other half.
but still it has to, y'all, everybody has to go that route. If you are not touching me, as long as, and y'all hear me say this often, you can say whatever you want to say. Now if you show up on my doorstep, I'm gonna handle this a different way. I don't care what you gotta say.
Just come in
Please,
the door.
please don't say whatever you like. Just say whatever you feel like saying. You can do whatever you can. I can post stuff and you got something to say. But when you put your hands, I mean, that's just the way I was raised, and I have been that way since as long as I can remember. That was always the line you didn't cross. And that's the only time my mother knew when she got called up to school and I was fighting is they touched her, and I whooped their ass. Otherwise, I stand there and look at them like, talk all you want. I don't care what you say.
See, and I am that way. And this bitch, I mean, because I've seen her face to face, and she said things to me face to face. Face to face, I can ignore you. You can say what you want about me. It's when you go after my family, the people that I care about, that's what it really, and that's what she found out was my trigger, was that she went after my family. You go after the people I care about, I kill you. I'm not,
Well, you and everybody else out there in this new age are going to have to adopt that philosophy. Is going to have to come back, because you cannot walk around
no. The law
and
needs to adapt to
the law is not going to adapt to you. The law is not going
because
to adapt.
and
It's
I
not
know
going to happen.
that's essentially what I'm finding out, because she is in Minnesota. So fuck you, bitch. I know. But anyways, she's in Minnesota, and that's what my lawyer told me, was that I have no idea what to do because she's in another state. I went to several lawyers in my town, and they were like, we don't know what to do because this is over the internet, and we see that this is, if she were in Texas, harassment, and we could have her put away, but because she's in Minnesota, fuck you, bitch, by the way, that they can't do anything about it because
It's nothing to do with her being in Minnesota. It has nothing to do with her being in Minnesota. It has to do with, you are exactly right. The law has not caught up, and because they have not,
they've
your
not.
only
They
recourse
told me
is
to file a report with the FBI, which I
you.
have. So if you're listening,
But
FBI bitch.
here's what I'm telling you. It don't matter whether you file a report or not, because there's nothing that can be done. That's the first part you got to accept. The legal route is not going to work for you. You cannot go and attack her because that's not legal. The only thing you can do, and we don't like this advice. This advice does not work for kids in a way, and in a way it does. Ignore.
Yeah.
And even with
But
teenagers,
see, that
when I
doesn't
tell
work
her
in today's technology because she's found a way. I keep
it
blocking
don't,
addresses.
but you and I've had this discussion before. What does it matter if she send you an email? That's why you just click delete. When you open it, you
can
put
set up a
yourself in the
filter.
frame of mind. You put yourself in the frame of mind. You let her pull you in.
I so much just see that email. I even see that number from, I mean, any number from that come across. I know what it is the minute I see it, because she's texting from a phone at this point, because we've blocked
Then don't
every
read it.
email that she has.
Then don't read it. Don't open it. That's where I'm saying that's the only control that you have. When you are stopping, I'm
It's
gonna
not
read
even
it.
emails anymore. She sends physical
You listen to what I'm telling you.
mail, and we can't
Look,
even
look,
do anything about
look.
it.
Yeah, you can put a bucket outside and drop it in there and burn it. That's what you do. You're still playing into. That's what that even as if you go to a psychologist, they're going to tell you the same thing. The fact even now that you are mentioning this person online, you're giving them what they want. You really this in this instance, that's the only control that you have, is I'm not going to acknowledge that you exist. It has to be that way because the law is not ready to help you or back you. They're just
The
not.
law,
Same with this lady. Same with this lady. She can be mad about what her person posted, and there are things that legally could be done if he had pictures of her up nude. Yes, she can have those yanked down. He can say whatever he wants because defamation and all this stuff does not really apply to the internet yet. The only thing you can do is I'm just going to ignore you. Fuck your couch.
and I hate saying that because I've been such a big proponent for keeping the internet free and free information and free speech.
Well, free speech doesn't include I'm gonna post up pictures of your kids naked. That's different. So certain things are gonna have to
It
catch up
doesn't
if they
include
haven't caught up
threats.
yet.
It doesn't include a lot of different
Your
things,
mom
like
through your
actual
family can still,
legitimate, like I'm gonna
yeah.
come over and get you kind of threats.
Yeah, you
Like
can't post it up, or
can't do
I'm gonna
that.
kill so and so. That's illegal. But stuff that like I posted up some stuff like I don't like you on the internet.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever gonna be able to do anything about that because somebody could yell that out in the middle of the street. I don't like you. You can't. Nothing can do. Nothing. So the only thing you can do, same thing you do in the street, is like fuck you. I'm going this way.
She pays for these services to like find addresses and whatnot.
Yeah. See, listen to what you're doing. Listen to what you're doing. You're doing exactly what I'm saying. Don't give the person the attention.
Yeah.
You're doing it now by even talking about it. Let it go.
Right.
You and I have
And
these discussions every few months.
Right.
And it's probably a good idea to not talk about this so much on the air.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
And it's actually 11:01.
Not before I do. So anyway.
All right. We are supposed to be doing Steam sales, and I'm gonna get angry emails. So I'm gonna tell y'all, Steam is having a lunar sale. Go over and check it out. Green Man Gaming is also in on it. Do not fall for that 3 game pack. I fell for that last week. Remember I told you after the
It was
show?
a rip.
Don't do it.
It was a rip.
Not Green Man. What's the Green Man? Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it.
Do
I
it.
got some crazy shit. I'm not
rolled
gonna
the
ever play
dice
it.
and she got snake eyes.
I sure did. It was horrible. $4.99. I'm not gonna ever get back. I can't sell them bitches. I can't do anything with them games but look at them and just be angry. So don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. I said at least one is gonna be
You
good.
thought at least
Maybe
one's
they'll
gonna be
throw
good,
me-
and then 2 trash games, right? Nope.
Yeah, I said
No.
they're gonna give me maybe an old BioShock or something. One that's fine. I'll take it. No, I get crazy puzzle game and hateful, whatever. I don't know. Don't do it. Don't fall for it. But the lunar sale is awesome. They have a game up on the front page that you play for the lunar sale. I would advise you to follow along. Play that little game they have. It's a little click adventure thing. And it'll take you to the different sales. It's kind of fun. I kind of enjoy that. What would you do if this happened kind of thing. It ends February 12th, so you got until tomorrow. Tomorrow, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time to get your game on.
You don't got very long. You got about 11 hours. That's it.
Get in there and get to shopping. Some of them are really good deals. And yes, I see you there, James. Hello. No, we did not do the sales. Okay, we gotta go.
All right.
Don't take us out with the Feta.
You can tune in on Tuesday. Catch Pixanista, favorite pixel fashionistas, biggest bitches in passion. Favorite likes, favorite don't, because that's how we roll. And on that note, say goodnight, my bitches.
Good night, bitches.
Good
I love you,
night.
Snow.
Oh, you people that don't have a Valentine, make sure you pop into Second Life. They having some kind of bash, something or other. Pop in there.
I'm having anti-Valentine. That's what I'm doing.
I'm eating cupcakes. Fuck y'all. So anyway.
I've already decided. I'm having steak and I'm having strawberries and fuck all you motherfuckers. I'm just for myself.
And she's gonna have more of them Long Island iced teas that aren't Long Island iced teas.
More of them Long Island teas. They're not even
I
ice.
promise I won't have any more of these.
I'm gonna call that drink the Long Island garbage hauler. That's what I'm calling that drink.
There you go. I like that name.
I will link y'all the recipe later.
You just pour every kind of alcohol you can find into a bucket and drink it.
And some Drano and some
It
Lysol.
has like 6 alcohols.
The Long Island garbage hauler.
And it's a shot of them each.
Oh,